Hey guys, this is going to be a sort of freeform guide to everything I've done to prep for Deepstone Crypt. To kind of condense everything, I've given a bunch of random tips and PSAs and how-tos for my raid group, but I figured it'd be easier to just have a short thing to condense everything. I say it's going to be freeform, it's really not. I have a script, I'm going to be mostly reading off of it, but it's going to be one take, it's not going to be edited. Probably. So, anyway, for Deepstone Crypt, it's going to be very important to have everything at 1230 plus. Anything above 1230 won't give you any advantage for the final boss because it's going to cap us at 1230 without artifact. So if your artifact is +9 like mine, it's going to be very important to be, well, 1242 overall. 1242, 1239. Anyway, if you are going to be kind of screeching into the finish line at 12:30 by Saturday, it's a good idea to, instead of immediately infusing up any gear that you think you might need, keep your 12:30 plus infuse fodder kind of handy so that you can infuse it up as you need it. I've been moving everything over to my packmule neglected titan to kind of hold on to all of my infuse fodder. I need a lot more special infuse fodder. But I have a bunch of kinetic weapons ready to go in case I need to infuse anything up. 1 energy, I need some more of that. A bunch of heavy, way more armor than I'll ever need. Just in case that if I need to pull a piece from my vault for whatever reason, pull some armor, pull an exotic, I can infuse it up, have it ready to go. That said, it's also going to be important to, if you're going this route, have a bunch of upgrade modules handy, because I will not be making stops at the tower mid-raid so you can get more. Additionally, it's going to be very important to kind of have everything covered in every slot. So, we don't know if there's going to be champions like there were in Garden of Salvation. So it's going to be important to have a disruption, anti-barrier, and unstoppable primary ready to go in every slot. So for me, that means I have a pulse, SMG, auto, and hand cannon ready to go in every slot. As well as the respective unlocks in my artifact ready to go. I also have a kinetic sniper and shotgun, as well as an energy sniper and shotgun ready to go in each slot, just to keep things ready to kind of hot swap as the situation varies. I'm using trial sniper with Vorpal for my kinetic sniper. Obviously, like something like Supremacy is also very good. I just don't have a great Supremacy. Perfect Paradox, you can see I need to infuse both of these up. I'll do that as I need to. Trophy Hunter for the energy sniper. Adored would also be very good, and first in last out for my shotgun. As far as heavies go, I have a sword, grenade launcher, and machine gun ready to go. I have a linear fusion, even though I don't think I'll need it. You really can't get a linear fusion that is actually good for boss DPS anymore. Line in the sand is, but if you don't have a firing line one ready to go, just don't worry about it. As far as exotics to have handy, I kind of have them all on my Warlock. As far as kinetic, Huckleberry for just the raw ad clear. Bad Juju would also be a good sub here. Witherhoard for passive damage if they actually re-enable it. Lumina in case we need even more survivability. Ariana's in case we need to do a lot of barrier. Divinity in case we need overload, as well as it's just good to have someone on it for the constant boss debuff. Trinity Ghoul, because it's probably the best ad clear in the game. We don't know if we're going to need Stasis, so maybe have Salvation's Grip. Anarchy is always a good choice. Leviathan's Breath for Unstoppable, and it's just a good single target DPS. Whisper in case we have single target DPS for long periods. And Xenophage because it's just overall very good. And now for the more kind of min-maxy part is armor. and this is where I'm really going to be looking at my script and my notes. So it's worth noting that Warmind cell builds are also remarkably strong. I imagine it's what most streamers are going to be going in with. But to really take full advantage of that, you really do need the 7th Seraph kinetic weapons, so the auto rifle or sidearm, and either the Ikelos shotgun or sniper, which, arguably most of us do have, and then the 7th Seraph machine gun in the heavy slot. I don't have either of the kinetics or the machine gun. I would imagine most of you don't. So I won't be taking full advantage of the Warmind cell build. I'm going to be using Charge with Light and Protective Light for survivability. It's worth noting that this season they changed the Charge with Light mods. They can be equipped on any armor piece of the right affinity. So, like, Lucent Blade used to be arc chest piece only. It's now arc only, so I can put it on these arc gaunts if I want. And there are some that are just completely affinity agnostic, like Taking Charge. So to just kind of break down how I have things here, I've got my helmet with, you guessed it, Taking Charge. It's masterworked, so I have some extra energy to play around with. I've got 2 relevant special ammo finders, and I might as well just throw in a minor mobility mod because it helps me get my class ability faster. Titans would want resilience. Warlocks are shit out of luck because minor recovery mods are 2 energy. Gauntlets are solar. They have supercharged, which is solar only. So I can have 2 more stacks of Charge with Light to get the best benefit out of Protective Light. Relevant reloader for my primary weapon. Right now, that's my Death Adder. And anti-barrier, we don't know if there's going to be champions, but, I mean, anti-barrier is just kind of mod where you might as well use it, because, I mean, Hobgoblin's Phalanx, it shoots through everything. And an extra minor mobility mod, because I have the spare energy, and, I mean, it's not like I'm going to use it on strength or resilience. Chest piece is Arc. I have Powerful Friends. It's very, very important that we collectively have as much uptime on Charge with Light as possible for Protective Light. So that means if I'm not Charged with Light, I pick up an orb from Taking Charge. Any one of you near me will also become Charged with Light if you're not already. This helps, obviously, uptime on in case we break our shields and need the protection from Protective Light. Concussive Dampener is now only a chest piece mod, so I have it thrown on for the extra survivability that provides. Relevant special ammo reserves, and I might as well just throw on a recovery mod because I have the extra energy. Boots are really the only piece where it's kind of like they need to be this. Boots, if you ask me, they just need to be Void, because Better Already is now a boot mod instead of a class item mod. So Boots, Void are your best place to actually have Better Already. It's the only slot that can have it. And Charge Harvester, so if you're not Charged with Light, any kill could get you Charged with Light. That, with Powerful Friends, means you could also charge your teammates nearby. Relevant Special Ammo Scavenger, and I have a bunch of extra energy, so I might as well throw on a Mobility mod. And class items where we actually have Protective Light. It's a Void mod. You don't need it on your class item, it's just where mine ended up. Special Finisher is very important on your class item, because, I mean, you just, again, the uptime on your special weapon is very important. I have Perpetuation because I might as well, and a Recovery mod for that survivability. All of my kind of first string armor is masterworked. Yours doesn't necessarily have to be. The big thing is really just having enough energy to slot all of the Charged with Light mods that you need. You know, the minor stat increases and everything are kind of gravy, but they're not necessary. As well as, you know, Ammo Finder, Loaders, Reserves, Scavenger. They're great, they're nice to have, but if you don't have the materials to actually masterwork your first string armor, it's fine. And since you can mix and match your charge with light mods, again, I could have supercharged on my helmet if I really wanted to, and if I could actually find it. Um, so as such, for this kind of charge or protective light survivability build, you really do need void boots are the only kind of static. This piece needs to be this affinity. 2 solar pieces for me, that's my helmet and gauntlets. 1 arc piece for me, that's my chest piece. 1 extra void piece, which for me is my cloak, and the void boots. As far as exotic armor goes, that is, I mean, up to your discretion for your class. My hunters obviously should have Nighthawk, Raiden Flux, Orpheus Rig ready to go, because, I mean, those are the exotics for our respective 3 light subclasses. As well as a good neutral game exotic like Stompies or Frosties, in case we need to use Revenant for something we don't know if we're going to need to use Stasis. That's why it's a good idea to have Salvation's Grip ready. And just like the weapons, it's good to have a bunch of extra armor ready to infuse up your various pieces in case you need to. So, if I need to swap out my chest piece for my Raiden Flux, I would need to have a legendary helmet to swap out for my Nighthawk, and then I need to have something to infuse up my Raiden Flux, but that's, you know, kind of details that even I'm not going to bother going into. So, hopefully that was helpful, and it clarifies what I think is kind of the best way for us to tackle this. In a more condensed form than just the notes I've been throwing into Discord. So, wow, it's been 12 minutes. That's much longer runtime than I thought. I actually have somewhere to be, so I'm going to end it here.